Tonight we have new details of American casino boss Rima's operations in San Pedro. Director at the Financial Intelligence Unit, Lenny Yesigiri Magan, confirmed with News 5 that GMK Sky or Caribe Blue Casino was not registered with the FIU. The unit began asking questions about the operations in late 2024 after a News 5 investigation revealed an unlicensed ATM inside the casino.
I can confirm that the FIU would have initiated inquiries into the matter. In particular, in terms of the supervision of casinos, they are obliged to register with the FIU as well. So we had examined that matter because at that time, and even now, I can confirm that Caribe Blue or GMK Sky are not registered with the Financial Intelligence Unit as a casino, and that they had not complied with that obligation. An application had been made, but that the FIU had not taken the steps to register them.
So here's the big question. How did Rima Casino manage to operate in San Pedro without being registered with the Financial Intelligence Unit, which oversees casino in Belize? Well, according to a press release from the Ministry of Investment last week, Ray was granted what's called an operational license. The license gave her the green light to run the casino on a provisional basis, despite not being registered with the FIU, which is legally required to ensure anti-money laundering compliance. FIU Director Lenny Yesigiri Magan confirmed that the Gaming Control Board issued that license. But that still leaves one major concern. Where exactly did the US cash loaded into that unlicensed ATM come from?
I think beyond that, this matter does present large concerns, especially given information that is clearly within the public's domain. So we are looking from an investigative standpoint now at the entire operations, yes. I think I wouldn't want to say much beyond that on the investigation side because, again, for reasons that I would have outlined before, these matters are sensitive, and the authority does need to conduct the investigation in a way that it would not prejudice it or alert those that were investigating as to the nature of our investigation.
Would the FIU have followed up on Rima Ray's operations in Belize if not for her arrest in the US?
Well, we had already been following up, Mr. Lopez.
Yesigiri Magan explained that while the FIU has been asking questions since the unlicensed ATM, it can only work with credible information. Now with Ray's arrest in the US on charges related to illegal gambling and fraud, with suspicions of money laundering, the unit must now do its due diligence. And while the central bank and the FIU removed the unlicensed ATM machine from the casino, was there a systemic and collaborative breakdown between the members of the National Anti-Money Laundering Committee?
I think that you'd have to have regard to the fact that measures that the authorities can take have to be commensurate with the evidence and the information that they reliably have and have gathered in front of them at the time. Beyond that, authorities have to be very mindful of how they operate, and they cannot take measures based on speculation. They have to move on credible information, and that is the sort of response that we would have seen. As that situation changes, then the authorities will act accordingly.
Are we looking at other players, whether it is in the private or public sector? Because how can someone, and I mean you all, the FIU, because how can someone run such a major operation in Belize without any kind of intervention from governing authorities or support otherwise?
So I believe that the FIU is currently in contact with the relevant authorities who would have had some sort of role to play in the oversight or the issuance of licenses here in this particular case. In this case, in terms of the investigation, we are looking at as I said before, the entire operation, yes.
FIU Director Magan explained that with the cross-border elements, an investigation of this nature can be drawn out. Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.